Meet the M3Square, the world's first three-dimensional tri-square. The big difference is that a standard tri-square is able to mark from one parallel across one plane. With the M3Square, you're able to mark both width and thickness simultaneously without moving it and without getting an error. So that's width, that's thickness. Rotate your workpiece round, line your lines up, and you're looking at marking all four sides without a mistake. That takes absolutely no time at all. Another advantage over and above a standard square is when you come up against a moulded edge. Something like a work surface on a kitchen, on a kickboard, architrave, something of that nature. The problem being is that a regular square, because it's a single plane, it can't actually negotiate the bumps and the curves of the moulding. With an M3Square, because you've got these wings, it means to say that you can mark across the tops of the moulding in order to be able to line up your mitre saw or your hand saw. Whereas with a standard square, there's no way you're going to be able to go across those moulding and then down across the thickness of it. The M3Square comes standard with a scribe head. This scribe head will hold a pencil, blade or a scribe point, and what we can do with that is that you can set it down the length of the main blade of the M3, which means to say that if you want to draw a parallel line down the edge of your board, if you're going to rip that board in two, if you want to trim the board, anything like that, you set the depth that you want to scribe to, pop the scribe head on there, and you're looking at a deep range marking gauge. Another great feature of the M3Square is that you've got a bevel gauge, a lockable bevel gauge, which means to say that, say for instance you want to take a cut from a corner, or you want to repeat an angle over a series of components, you literally set your bevel gauge to a particular angle, lock it in place, and that means to say you can repeat that angle time and time again. It's factory set to 1/100th of 1 degree across the length of the blade, so it's phenomenally accurate. The great thing about the M3Square is it is resettable. A standard tri-square means to say if you drop it out the window or try hitting somebody with it, you'll actually knock it out of accuracy. With the M3Square, there's an actual mortise and tenon running through the two aluminium castings, which means to say if you drop it on the floor or throw it out the window, can't imagine why, you'd actually be able to undo these two Allen keys and reset the thing back. So there you have it, the M3Square, the world's first three-dimensional resettable tri-square. Don't forget, it comes with a trammel head so you can use it like a marking gauge. Go get one.